back to you, Zach J. I'll get back to you on this. Sorry, I'm not. Okay, Danny, good afternoon to you. Okay, all right. Let me just put my recording. Okay. Right. Yesterday, wow, look at the cryptocurrency market. We saw Bitcoin plunge below the 30,000 mark. We saw ETH went below 1,008. And of course, those were the levels that I mentioned that most likely the market could be going. And indeed, it really happened. All right. So I'm not too sure how many of you make money. Let me check now. There's 26 of you guys right now online. How many of you made money from the cryptocurrency market yesterday? Now, regardless you're long or you short, as long as you make money, key the word money, M-O-N-E-Y. All right. If you make money yesterday, all right, whether you're long or you're short, as long as you make money, key the word money. All right. Okay. Let me know how many of you actually make money from cryptocurrency yesterday. All right. Show me your numbers. Okay. Wow. Okay. We have Jonathan making money. Okay, cool. How about the rest? Y'all make money? Only Jonathan made money from crypto yesterday. Wow. That means that only one person had listened to what I had to share. Wow. Shall we make money from buying Ethereum from 1756? Oh, congratulations. Now it's already 1900, right? Wow. Big money already. Excellent. Well done. Excellent. Okay. Well done. Wow. Kevin in the making. Congratulations. Okay. All right, so let's just start today's our afternoon MAO. I'll tell you more great stuff. Okay, today will be very very powerful stuff to share with you. Okay, now today BTC recovers. All right, is it a bottoming sign? Now, what do you think, guys? Do you think that the BTC, the Bitcoin, do you think that yes, bottom? If you think yes, key yes. If you say no, then just key no. All right, guys, give me your yes, no answer on this. Okay. All right. Do you think that the BTC has bottomed out? Right. Please key your answer right now. Let's just have a consensus and we build on this. All right. Okay. Imra say no. Okay. Jonathan say no. Okay. Tay say no. Leon say no. Kevin also no. Okay. Edwin say yes. Okay. Edwin. Okay. Zach J say no. Louis say no. Okay. Lionel say yes. Okay. Jason, no. Danny, no. Shall we? Yes. Okay. There are 45 of y'all. Jerry say maybe. And I say yes, no, always. How many people will give me the answer? Huh? Okay. All right. So, all right. So you have basically majority of no. Huh? All right. Now I will share this with you. Or Kim Lai say this round. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. All right, I'll share with you my personal take on Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I cannot deny this to you. Yesterday, after it came down, I went in to buy. That means that we were short, right? Then the price came down very nicely. We bought back near the low level. And then after that, I flipped back to long. Yeah, I flipped back to long. And now we are long position in the holding. And I have a target level in mind, and that's 36,000 for Bitcoin. 36,000 for Bitcoin, which is like probably say, hey, it's so near, but you see, we long from below 30,000. You must understand that. Okay, so let me explain to you why am I seeing that for now, and I'll tell you what I see for July, and you make your own call. But before we go all into this, once again, right, we are probably one of the most what they call on live crypto group, whereby we give you calls. And obviously the accuracy is definitely there, right? So tell your friends, okay? Share this right now, okay? Share this this current live sharing right now to all your friends so that more of your friends can come on board to listen to today's sharing. Today's sharing is not a preview or whatever, but I'm going to tell you, right, the systematic way I'm approaching Bitcoin and why do I think that July month could be a very good month for cryptocurrency trader unless something really extra happened, like maybe China coming to give some problem and stuff like that. Okay, so share to your friends right now. I give you 30 seconds. You just share to your friends because today the sharing is really very worth it. A lot of good stuff that we share. I'll cover the technical charting. I'll cover the rainbow chart. Yeah, indeed, and you'll see a very interesting phenomenon here. Okay, all right. Thanks. Wow, LNS, meaning like and share. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. Okay, so you have accepted the above, right? I mean, disclaimer as usual, you have read the above and you accepted and identified me. Okay, that is very important. Okay, let's go. Now, what happened? Okay, now yesterday around probably about this time, right? So it was 23 hours ago, man. So about this time, I already told you guys, Bitcoin has the probability of coming down to 28,000, right? So yesterday when we were talking about this at 2 p.m. yesterday, the Bitcoin was trading at 34,000. And I already tell you that likely Bitcoin will go down to 28,000. And of course, Bitcoin really came down 5,000 all the way to 29,000. Right? It missed my target 28,500 just by $200 in fact. But it doesn't matter. When it recover back, we cover shorts and then we just went long. So to me that it will be going back up again to 36,000, at least if let's say I get it correct. Okay, so that means that as long as Bitcoin now stays above 30,000, my target will be 36,000. Okay, 36,000. So traders, you can write down somewhere, as long as Bitcoin stays above 30,000, the near-term target will be at 36,000. All right. So this was good, right? Okay, I'll come to that later. So what is some people have been asking me, KEL, how come the Bitcoin keep on coming down? Why down so much, right? Let me explain to you through a video. Let's watch, okay?
So we had China, right, really be much more forceful in their idea to ban cryptocurrency. That's created a retail deleveraging, a run on the bank, if you would, with retail accounts, right? A lot of crypto happens in Asia. A lot is Chinese focused. And so we're seeing big liquidations. It's always hard to call a bottom. 30,000, we'll see if it holds on the day. We might plunge below it for a while and close above it. If it's really breached, 25,000 is the next big level of support. So I think we're going to see really a shift away from Asians, more to the developed world. You know, Xi is about authoritarianism, and it seems every month he wants more control over his country. Bitcoin's about freedom. And so, you know, people say, well, can it happen in America? Can it happen in Europe? The answer really is no. We vote for our politicians, right? Our politicians would be very, very leery, I think, to try to do something like China. Chinese always want to hedge against the authoritarian regime. They don't want all their money in China. Crypto is freedom. And so I think you'll see the Chinese find plenty of ways to do it.
Okay, so basically you heard, and I think that this guy, okay, he says that you feel that, right? Because you know, money is definitely power, and power controls people. So when money is able to be like not controllable, right, it basically loses the power. So he's saying that, right, this chairman Xi Jinping, right, is trying to get his power to be, you know, still in his hand. So that's why by taking away people's so-called wealth in terms of not able to transfer out of China, it controls the people. So that's one thing I look at it. Of course, what the mainstream media is telling you is because that the power shortage and stuff like that. And of course, the grapevines are saying that it's because of the digital yuan that is going to come in and stuff. So basically, there were many, many reasons for that. But primary is because the Chinese are not able to transact. And obviously, they take about 60% of the market. And therefore, it's very clear if they are not involved in the market, that's why the prices has come down. So that is what is actually happening right now. But of course, later on, when you look at the charts and the volume, right, something tell me that, right, it's not really exactly like that. I'll tell you more in a few more moments, all right? So, oops, sorry, I think the PowerPoint again went screw up. Just give me a moment. Okay, yeah. Okay, so other than China is doing that, right? Iran, right? Iran seizes 7,000 cryptocurrency computer miners. Oh, wow. Okay, 7,000 of them at an illegal cryptocurrency farm. Okay, it's the largest haul, all right, to date. Okay, so what happened? It basically all the power outage in this Iran now is having a bit of problem. All right, so you can see over here, basically, right, at the moment now, there is 4.5 cents of all Bitcoin mining, 4.5%, okay, is done in Iran. And of course, giving it hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue from cryptocurrency, all right? So basically, what is happening right now is that, right, Iran economy has been hit since 2018 because of then Donald Trump basically exited Tehran from the 2015 nuclear deal. Okay, it's a sanction on them. And then after that, they start to go into cryptocurrency, crypto mining, and offering cheap power and requiring miners to sell their Bitcoin to the central bank. All right, so it was all okay, but now the thing is this: with all this heavy mining, right, it become a problem, and those illegal one, of course, obviously will not be allowed. So this is what's happening, okay, in this Iran. But I say more importantly now, okay, I think something wrong with PowerPoint. Let me just give me a run again. Okay, the reason why Bitcoin has fell below 30,000, as I said, okay, basically it's all because that the bulls are not going to be worried because they think that this is very far from a bear market. It's only traders who are freaking out on technicals, seeing the volume, see the price action, see the death cross. This is the thing here. So this guy is a popular on-chain analyst, statistician Willy Woo is saying that, okay? And in fact, this is what's happening right now on the fear and greed index for the crypto market. As you can see very, very clear now, we're at a 14 level. Yesterday was at 10, but because the market recovered, that's why now it's 14. Just last month alone, when it was very bad, it was 10, okay? So all I'm trying to say is this: now at this moment now, everybody is still very, very concerned regarding about the crypto market. But I can tell you this: when there's so much fear in the market, right, and the price recovers, it's always a good sign. I repeat myself one more time: when you have a lot of fear in the market and the market rebounds, all right, at the same time, that is a very positive sign. So at least for now, I'm quite comfortable with our current long position, but of course, we already put our SWL showing level into protection out. So in case there'll be any pullback in the market. All right. So, okay. So again, I think we have really some problem in my PowerPoint. I'll come to that. So basically, there is a comparison between 2021 and 2018. Now, 2018, you must understand at time not many institutionals are involved. Now we have so many, right? Almost practically, right? All right. Most of the big companies are all involved with this blockchain or cryptocurrency. So let me bring you this video whereby the analyst Tom Lee shares his view on crypto. Right. Let me bring it to you right now. Let's listen. You can turn on your volume to listen to it. All right. I saw that question, Simon. I'll get back to you later.
Yeah. Well, our next guest is a longtime Bitcoin bull. When he joined us last in May, he said that volatility is just part of the game. Have a listen.
In crypto and Bitcoin, you never really had to own Bitcoin more than 24 months to actually never lose money. So I think Bitcoin is hyper volatile. That's the nature of it, but that's what creates the reward for people. And again, even though Bitcoin is in the penalty box now, I still think you could exit the year over 100,000.
Well, it's in the penalty box once again here in FunStrats. Tom Lee is back with us. Tom, do you still think that it can get up to 100,000 this year?
Yes. I mean, Bitcoin's in a very rough patch now. And, I think the technical picture in the sort of current term doesn't look great. But we also have to keep in mind, Bitcoin makes most of its gains in 10 days in a single year. So the idea that it's below 30,000 now doesn't rule out the ability for this to generate some really big gains before year end and potentially touch 100,000 or higher.
But Tom, if some of the leverage is being taken out of the market right now, some of the retail investors who have been trading on a huge margin leaves the market, will it go up as quickly? Are we likely to see as many big moves even on the upside?
Yeah, I mean, I think one perspective we have to keep in mind is, we've got a trifecta of pretty bad news hitting Bitcoin, from basically national mining bans to, pretty tremendous regulatory scrutiny in the US. And if you look at any other year, these would have taken Bitcoin deep into a bear market, into a crypto winter. And yet Bitcoin is really only 50% off its highs. And that's at a time when, as you're pointing out, there's really been an effort to reduce the amount of leverage in crypto and in Bitcoin positions. So, I mean, with that trifecta, the fact that Bitcoin's kind of holding 30,000, of course, that's really a technical breakdown. I almost think that it should be kind of viewed as pretty impressive, actually.
Tom, why is a national mining ban in China, you think, so bad for the price of Bitcoin right now? I mean, it's been pretty clear for a while that China wasn't a big fan of cryptos that it can't control. You know, it talked about mining restrictions in the past, and I don't really get why, aside from maybe just sentiment, that there would be this reaction. What's your thought on that?
John, that's really the key question. You know, for someone who, you know, sort of appreciates blockchain technology and proof of work, the idea that there was so much hash power in mining concentrated in China was something that was actually a negative for the thesis long-term in Bitcoin. It's the same reason why people don't want to see oil production in politically unstable areas. You know, you really want censorship resistance to mean mining should be done where it's its lowest cost production, and that wasn't necessarily China. So it's absolutely a positive development, but institutional investors aren't necessarily the new buyers of Bitcoin in 2021. I think that there's retail and a lot of meme investing. And I think that their reaction to the headlines is really speaking to the idea that you are trying to transfer Bitcoin right now from these sort of meme hands or people buying it for the price into hands of people who appreciate really the technology and the idea of sound money.
Okay, so you have heard Tom Lee, all right? In case you guys don't know Tom Lee, he's a very good analyst, all right? With Fundstrat, all right? He's been very accurate with his stock market views, and of course, come to Bitcoin, he's been bull, and of course, all the way he was kind of correct. But of course, this time around, he's not say wrong, but he's been talking about long term. So that is whereby I'm just, if you heard him correctly, if you heard him right now, right, he says, right, this is a good time for people who appreciate the technology and the potential value of this. All right, let me just take away this slide here. Let me just see what can be done. Okay. All right, so the thing is just to compare notes, all right. Some of them, this guy called Marty Greenspan, a portfolio manager and quantum economics founder, he said that there's a lot more utility, adoption, and diversification in the industry as well we had in 2014 and 2018. And all the bulls are still insisting that the underlying fundamental of the Bitcoin are much stronger in 2021 as compared to 2018. So I totally agree with this particular statement. And of course, do understand this, Bitcoin recently locked its first major upgrade in 4 years, promising additional functionality, privacy, and efficiency. Wow, okay. So in short, it's stuff, right? Where we do have this problem right now from the Chinese government, and obviously that causes a drop in the participation. But overall, if you believe in what you're seeing right now, that blockchain will become the new thing of the world, then definitely, right, this is going to be a lovely time to enter a market, because now we are 30,000. So if going to be end of the year, it's going to be 100,000. Oh my goodness, this is a great time to enter the market. And I already said this before, back then when Bitcoin was at 50,000, I was not that comfortable to buy, because why? I mean, think about it. At $50,000 back then, or even 60,000, if you want to hold it for a target of 100,000, you only make about 1/4, right? Which is something exciting. But now today, we are no longer at this position. Today, we are now at 30,000, and 30,000, if you buy all the way, at 30,000, if you buy all the way to 100,000, hey, that is 3 times. Okay, that is a pretty good deal. So that is the reason why I believe that, right, any time from 25,000 to 30,000, this range, I believe that all the whales will jump back in to buy into the market, and I'm very sure that they went in yesterday. All right, so that's why we're not still too far away. I believe that there'll be further upside to come, and that's why, you know, we've been buying up this way. Okay, so I hope that you get the idea. Okay, over there. Okay, hold on, let me space it back. Okay. All right, so of course, after that, what happened? Bitcoin hit a low and really rebounded, okay? Now, Bitcoin went below 30,000 and it went to a low of 28,911. And then after that, incredibly, with no reason given, no news, no updates, suddenly it rebounded and closed at 32,637. And of course, today it continued to go up to 34,000, almost there already. So guys, this is what I meant, right? The boys purposely cracked down all those technical level so that it flushed away all the weak holders. And then what happened? They buy it up. That is what is happening right now. So basically, right, even though there are some crypto investment products provider like CoinShares, Grayscale, Bitwise, right, they are experiencing their 6 consecutive weeks of outflow, right? Though some providers seeing inflow, okay, some, okay, according to CoinShares. So overall, yes, there are outflow on this, but still there are still money coming in. So end of the day is that it's all how you see it. So for me as well, right, you can see that when I mentioned that we will see about 28,000, that is my view back then, and I look at 36,000 as my target. So if you look at it, what really happened, you can see on the chart right now, Bitcoin really, right, this is what happened yesterday. We were here when we are doing the, we were somewhere around here when we are doing this, MAO. Then after that, it went all the way down. Now, when you look at this downside, right, when it crashed down from 32,000, do you notice that the volume at the bottom is tremendous? Look at the volume. Oh my goodness, the transacted volume is really heavy. Now, how to get this volume, right? You can go to tradingview.com. Tradingview.com. Then you can actually be a subscriber, pretty decent price. I think this is worth it. And when I saw the volume was basically, wow, look at it. The average volume for Bitcoin trading is somewhere around here. But the volume as of that moment itself was so much, it's like almost 3 times. So I know that, right, Bitcoin is around there already. When you see volume escalating, right, that means that all the stop loss are being triggered, people margin call get triggered, and then they are forced to sell. And of course, the whales come in because every transaction is always a buyer and a seller. So obviously, we went in to buy here, right? We went in to buy back our position and we went long. And now we are in a pretty comfortable position. Now, if you look at it again, there's another bigger volume was transacted around here, and that's about 33,000. So that means that the first base now will be at 33,000. That means that the Bitcoin now will stay at 33,000. So if the low is at 29,000, which is here, all right. So which means that this will be the current push up by the bulls, right? So which means that based on this, about 4,000 different, right? For 4,000. So if I look at it now, I believe that, okay, if the thing would go up, right, it can go up by another 4,000 maybe, you hit about 37,000 maybe before we see a midterm resistance again. But I'm gonna play it safe at 36,000. I will look to make some profit already. Can you see my point? So that is the reason why you need to have this volume analysis and need to how to utilize it properly to make money from the market. All right. So if you want to know how I do it and stuff like that, right, just stay tuned on our daily MAO or join us in our trading community under Trade with the Boys. Okay. And of course, the one that really impressed quite a few people yesterday was this one, right? Remember, the Ethereum was trading at 1940, and I forecast that Ethereum will hit this number 1756. Now, for those who were online with me and you remember that I did say the Ethereum will go down to 1756, right? Can you key the word spot on for me? Or key the full thing ETH spot on. All right, do me a favor. If you remember that I said that, right, yesterday, this time, right, can you just give me the validation that you heard it and, you know, I was accurate on this. All right, because yesterday when I was saying this, that Ethereum go to 1756 and take a screenshot of this and send to my friend was like going crazy over it. He said, crazy, KEL, you don't understand crypto. You don't know that crypto is going to go up and stuff like that. I say, yeah, I know crypto will go up. I believe that it will go up, but you need for things to happen, it had to come down. So when I tell him that, he was like going mad on this. All right, thank you once again for those who remember that. Oh, okay, thank you. Right, thank you very, very much. Right, those who made money from the Ethereum, congratulations to all of you. All right, this is really incredible because it really happened, right? If you didn't notice this, it really, really happened. Okay, let me just bring it to you. All right, so what happened? Right, you can see same thing again. We were having our MAO, right? Somewhere around here, okay? All right, then after that, sorry, we were having around here, sorry. And then after that, the price really came down all the way. Now, what is crazy is that 1755 is somewhere around this point here. This is where I can see. And of course, what happened? All right, the market, this is a 15-minute chart. The market really came down to a low of 1700, and then after that staged a very powerful rebound, from this point. Now, why did I know that it will come in again? If you look carefully, the volume on average itself, right, is somewhere around here. But you look at the volume, it was almost 4 times the regular volume, 4 times. So when the price was coming down, I know that there is a time must buy back a position. And I quickly mentioned, you guys, 1756, buy back a position. And after that, what happened? Wow, look at it. Now, during this period of time, again, you notice that the volume again increased, right? And that was where I know that if the Ethereum can absorb this wave down, it will be going higher. And truth be told, you can see now it went higher. So all these three tells you that when people are selling in the bull market, it's actually a great time to buy into the market. So this is something that we have been talking about, and by trading with the boys, you will know what to do. And truth be told, you can see that it works beautifully. And all you need to do is this, right? If you actually got yourself involved with us, that we have last night, we already posted many charts through our TWB system, and you can see that we actually make money from the market. And of course, the profit was pretty decent. Like one of this student of mine, he made about $1,355 just by shorting the Ethereum on the way down. I know that he went long, but I couldn't contact him until now. I think he's having a good day. He went in to use this profit to buy more Ethereum at the bottom, and now I think he's been very, very happy. Easily, 2-3K profit, sure have one. So think about this, you come for a class at $1,688 and you get to make one single trade already make back more the money. So don't you want this type of sharing from people like us? So make the right decision and join us, okay? So the thing is, I'll just remind you guys that, you know, my personal take is that we should see a small correction in the cryptocurrency, and indeed it seemed to happen already. This is what I mentioned back on 15th of May, 2 months ago. Then I am saying right now, right in front of you, I'm informing you that I believe that after this small correction is over, we're going to see a temporary recovery. Recovery means that, right, from where we are now, maybe you go up a little bit more, okay? There should be a temporary recovery. Then, of course, August may have a little bit more push up, but by September, must be very, very careful. Now, why do I say that? Now, let me explain this to you now. Some of you may have seen this before. During our last two events in cryptocurrency, we talked about this thing called the Bitcoin Rainbow Price Chart. Now you can go to blockchaincenter.net/Bitcoin Rainbow Chart, or very simple, just go to Google, just key this Bitcoin Rainbow Price Chart. All right, you will come to this particular one. Okay, so let me just go live right now to show you that how do you utilize this. Okay, hold on. Okay, all right. Now this is the rainbow chart. Okay, wait. Seems like we hang a little bit. Let me just refresh it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you can see that when you move your mouse, it will tell you where the last price is and when you buy, when you sell, and stuff like that. Okay, so now watch this, everybody. Now we are now at 30,444, right? Estimatedly, right? Now, what you need to know is that if I move my mouse down to this point here, because you realize that this is the point when Bitcoin travels up, right? And then after that hit a high, then what happened? The price pull back. Okay, now the price pull back, you notice that the lowest it went back then in year 2017 was July, 16th of July, all right? And that was where it bottomed out before from $1,000+ all the way to 4,000, okay, in just 1 month, okay, 1.5 months. So now you look at this again right over here, okay, look carefully, 9th of July 2013, 9th of July 2013, it was only $76, and after that it went up to the high of almost, how much is that? Let me take a look. It went to a high of about 156, so it was like basically about this lower price of $68, almost 1.4, in fact more than 1.4. Okay, so what am I trying to tell you? What do you think that I'm trying to tell you? What do you think, guys? Why am I showing this chart here as well? What am I trying to imply to you? Right? Anyone can text me and see whether you can get it right. All right. Right? Anybody want to? Anyone realize what I'm trying to explain to you? Okay. Eugene said that it will still fall some more. Oh, okay. Anything else? Other than Eugene, who participated, there is a pattern. Okay. Of course, there's a pattern. That's why I'm showing you. All right. Anything else? What do you think? What do you think? Come on. Give me your fair view on this. Just tell me what you think. Don't just say, oh, there's no right or no wrong answer. Come down before going up. Okay. Intra trade down till July to catch the low point. Oh, okay. Wei Song, right? Okay, that's cool. Anything else? Okay, all right. While I'm waiting for your comments, I'll just say first, okay, what I'm trying to imply in this, you are all correct. I believe that we haven't really seen the absolute bottom yet, haven't, right? The absolute bottom should come in July based on what we are seeing right now in terms of patterns, okay? So what I'm trying to say is even though now we have basically bought into Bitcoin at a lower price, but I'm looking to take profit at about 20% increment. Then after that, we see how it goes. Now, if it goes down again, I'm not even half surprised to see 28,000 because this time around, the lowest is when it was only 29,000, right? Or 28,800. It did not really hit the 28,000 mark. All right. So if you look at it now, okay, from the chart here, okay, you can see that it's now at this higher level, of course. Okay, my drawing here says that likely we will see 28,000 first. Then after that, we go to 36,000. But after that, if after it comes down, it'll be likely to go down lower, and it can go down to 24 or 25,000 based on what I'm seeing by September period. So if you're telling me if this is a bottom, okay, I'll say yes, it's a bottom. But is this the bottom? I don't think so. I don't think this is the bottom, right? The absolute bottom. I don't think so. So because of that, right, I'm basically telling you that intraday can still long towards 36,000 if you want to try that, or even 37,000. But just be careful. Do not go right all in right now, because if let's say the July, based on this this so-called rainbow chart, right, there is a common point whereby it will always seem to pull back all the way down to July month, mid of July month before it rally. Now, once this rally, you can see that it's pretty incredible. So then, but you will say, KEL, then mean it's not in line with a September arrangement. I say, yeah, indeed. So at least I can tell you that July maybe will be a better month to look into buying. But once it comes September, be very careful on this, okay? So this is my personal take, and I hope that you write it down somewhere. If not, if you find it's just too confusing, all right, you can actually consider to join our TWB student, okay, and family, and then you use the indicator to trade accordingly. That's a good idea. All right, so on the conventional side, right, let me just share this with you. Now, this is the Bitcoin, and you can see that always at 28,800, it will stand to be supported. You see that every time when it hit this point, right, always it rebound, okay? Now, in terms of so-called resistance or neckline, right, you realize that this is a very interesting neckline that basically hits and rebounded. And of course, this one also hits and rebounded, but once it go beyond it, it went down. So this particular price is 43,000 to make it easier, right? All right, so now we take this thing here. Okay, let's take a mathematics here. 43,000 is the level that I keep on mentioning. If Bitcoin don't cross 43,000, it's very hard for it to even go any higher, right? So 43,000 to 28,800. Okay. All right. So what's the midpoint of them? So 43,000 minus 28,800. Okay. So the difference is about 14,200. So that means that if I were to put it into perspective, right, if Bitcoin can ever cross 43,000, Bitcoin should be able to move up to 57,200 level, okay? 57,200, okay? So that is the potential target it can go. And indeed, you're right, Jonathan, the midpoint of this itself, right? Okay, midpoint of this All right, between the them, okay, 43,000 plus 28,800. The midpoint of them is about 35,900. So it's very near to my 36,000 that I mentioned to you. So this is how I can tell you this. Now, basically, Bitcoin this time around, it hit the low, then now it recovery, right? So Bitcoin will likely be resisted around in the midpoint, and that is the 35,900 area, which is the same level I told you, 36,000. You should be resisted over there, okay? So this is mathematics. And if you can cross 36,000 and still stay strong, it may go to 43,000. And this is a very critical level that it has to go above. If it doesn't, likely you'll pull back. Now, only when it crosses 43,000, then we can see it going to this level here, and that's 57,200 level. Okay, got an idea now? Yeah, indeed. So this is how I see Bitcoin in the coming few weeks time. So I won't be keep on going this every day. I'm just informing you that it's basically my view for Bitcoin in the coming weeks. Okay, clear? All right. So that is my view on the Bitcoin. And of course, I say again, be very careful if whatever I plan, whatever I say is correct. September, you must be very careful because I believe September, we should see 26,000 or even lower by then. Okay, I believe it's going to go to about 25,000 or 24,800 level, around there, my personal take. All right, so we just saw a piece of news just now that this company, Breitling, all right, is the first luxury watchmaker, right? They are also offering digital passport based on blockchain, all right? So again, more and more companies are going into blockchain. That's why it's very cool that cryptocurrency is here to stay. Okay. All right. So yesterday, after we bought from the low end, then what happened? You can see that we had about 3 trades and 2 was profitable. 1 didn't make money. All right. So all you need to do is just basically look out for color change from the bar from blue turn to green. That's a KCX. Look up. From red to yellow, you look for buy, okay? But of course, sometimes you make, sometimes you do lose from that. Now, this is Ethereum. But yesterday, Ethereum, we have 2 good wins at the start. Then after that, towards the end, we have 2 losses, all right? So overall, yesterday for Ethereum was about 4 trades. We make about 2 trades, okay? All right, so basically, this is what happened. If you want to use this system of mine to trade the market, right, you can consider doing that because you can see right now live. This is what is happening right now. Okay, hold on a minute. You can see that this is today's market. Now you can see right now live. Okay, you can see that just now we have a KCX indicator, blue turn to green. And after that, you have the color change from red to yellow. We went in to buy our Bitcoin over here. And of course, Bitcoin went all the way up itself. All right, now we have one more trade right here. Okay, you can see that. Okay, the KCX. And then after that, this first trade, then it pulls back. But it found some space here, recovers again, now it's going higher, okay? So overall, you can see that as long as you follow the chart, okay, look at the colors, you just follow, you should be able to make some money. This is Ethereum. For Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin right now live, okay? You can see this, right? Blue turn to green, and after that, look up, red turns to yellow, look for buy entry, and this is where you go, all right? So you can see now Bitcoin is still firming now above the 34,000 level. Now for Bitcoin at the moment, for the day chart, we haven't seen a clear buy picture yet. So we're going to wait for a while for Bitcoin. All right, then for Ethereum, we also don't have it, but the KCX indicator is blinking at the bottom. So most likely we're going to see some recovery soon. All right, but like I say, my belief is that for Bitcoin, it will be the resistance will still be about 36,000 level. And my top line, my TSCB level is still at 43,000. This is the key 43,000 that it has to cross for it to really go up to 50,000 and above. Okay, but at the moment now, the boys are still selling. So I think the upside is going to be limited to about 36,000 level. Okay, all right. Indeed, okay, so Edwin said take profit and in August, look for September. Wei Song says that if you see Jan and February, always a pattern for drops. Indeed, that's why we want you early this year. Okay, yeah. All right. Thank you, Jonathan, for doing the maths for me. So that is the Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, in terms of conventional chart, you can see very clearly Ethereum is still below the moving average. So that's why there's no big hurry to jump into the market. For Bitcoin, it's still the same thing. It's also below the moving average. So overall, all I can say is this: as much as Bitcoin now is has recovered very nicely, triggered now, because I told you before that why I was bearish with Bitcoin. Remember when it was trading around this area, I was very bearish because I did say if I'm a buyer here, my stop loss will likely be placed here, here, or here, right? A, B, C area. And of course, the market yesterday, it had tripped all of them. It tripped all of them so that all the stop loss have been triggered. And that's where the volume come in to buy as much. So obviously, after they trip all the stop loss order, they'll bring it up back, right? And moving average and the moving average and the moving average and where I'm targeting is about the same at about 36,000. So that's why I believe that there's a very good chance to see the Bitcoin going back to 36,000 again. But once it hit 36,000, I believe that there'll be some more resistance to come. So overall, we're going to see maybe like this, okay? Just to draw, it may hit the moving average of 36,000, then come back down again. So that will basically clear off most people until September. And then after that, until July, and then it gets bottom out before it recovers. Somewhere along that direction, okay? So let's see whether I'm right on this. But for traders, if you still want to go long in the market, right, you may want to wait for a lower price later, then you look for it, okay? But 36,000 will be definitely the resistance level that I'm watching very closely right now, okay? All right, so guys, that it will be what I need to share with you on this cryptocurrency market. All right, if you want to get all these data about where we buy and stuff like that, just join us as a TWB member. How to join us? Very simple. You just contact Richard Heng at 9274-9213. All right, 9274-9213. Contact him and tell him that you want to join us. Okay, now, of course, for crypto student, I charge cheaper, but you only have limited part of the whole entire TWB system. Of course, you want to learn the whole package, then it's going at 1,688 right now. But do understand, coming 1st of August, the price will be revised to $2,888. So now you can get it cheap, better get it done ASAP, okay? So you can join us. Okay, now before you go, we're going to do a quick one on the financial market, a very quick one, just to show you guys. Now for today's market, let's take a look for the Dow Jones today. Although the boys are selling, but the market have moved up a little bit. So as long as the Dow stays above the opening price, it may even test 34,160 today. All right, that is for the Dow Jones. For the Nasdaq, you can see that right today the opening price is also between the two pivot, but the boys are buying. So Nasdaq may even test 14,429. S&P 500 also the same thing. KSI is green, so the boys are buying. So it may test 4281. But for Hong Kong, it's a very clear one. Hong Kong today went all the way. And today, why Hong Kong go up? Because I believe that China A50 has a part on this. Hey, don't have. Wow, that means that it's on its own. So China A50 today is actually pulled back down from the high. So it's quite interesting to see Hong Kong moving up. Most likely Hong Kong is going up because of the, like I say, it's probably because of the Nasdaq that's going up involved in the market, all right? So this is quite interesting for Hong Kong to be doing this. Probably there's some internal news. And last but not least, now we're going to have our gold market. For gold today, I'm still looking at gold to go to 1786 today. I kind of believe that gold later on will crack up to 1786. Sorry, just now you were asking me, right, Simon, regarding Bitcoin today. Right, for Bitcoin today, what we have here, okay, let me just take out the colors here. Okay, so today for Bitcoin, as you can see, today the opening price of Bitcoin is above the pivot 1. So as long as today market stays above OP and above pivot 1, it's a buy at any opportunity. And you can see that this morning till now, right, from morning till now, once it crossed the opening price, you can see it went all the way up. But now, because it's a KTR plus 3 already, the standard deviation usually about 3, you can see that I have no more other standard deviation on top, right? So that means that normally when it hit KTR plus 3, unless some fundamental news coming, if not, usually this will be the the day in resistance. We can see very clearly now it's being resisted at this moment right here. Okay. All right. So that is what I need to share with all of you. All clear, Simon? Hopefully I answer you well also. Okay. All right. Then again, remember the numbers I mentioned, 36,000. So hopefully you guys can make good money today. All right. This is KEL signing off for today. See you then. Bye-bye.